Welcome back to the channel, guys. Now, we ended last episode off by saying we're going to be doing some Royal Titans. Now, I'm not going to be doing a lot of KC. We're going to be doing a few trips. Just to get comfortable with the boss, I want to do the majority of the KC when I actually have piety. But I'm still buzzed about completing the Moons of Peril, so I want to go straight to another boss where I can use the gear. I have a really bad food supply at the moment, so please ignore the embarrassing food we're using. I have a good idea how to do this boss. Haven't done it before, but I'm pretty confident I'll be able to go in there just from watching the content and be able to do it. So I guess you guys will see when we get a few KC and see if we get any interesting drops. Wow, we're actually insane. We are so good at the game. We suck. 14 KC, maybe I just got that. Perfect kill, I imagine, right? Oh god, the zeros. It takes too long. That doesn't sound like a good task. Interesting.
Come here.
I couldn't get there in time, so I sat in the safe spot like a little bitch.
Holy shit, you left me to die.
Bro, I got 0.3 health. I get by 2 of those slams, I'm dead.
Fucking hung me out to dry.
Hey, I got it. That's huge. This makes this so much better now, bro. So much better. So as you guys saw, on a bit of Royal Titans, up to 43 KC, and I'm going to go get piety before I go back. I think maybe I'll do some just before I get piety. I'm not sure how long it will take me to actually get piety. I believe in Royal Titans, the way it seems to say on the wiki, you're going to get less loot if you do less damage. And because I'm playing with someone that's near max melee and like good gear, it's a lot harder, but I don't use any supplies there. What we done is I would go in with RD Cloak, and after every kill, I would just cloak out, use the altar there, go back to deferring. Once you got the amulet, it's a lot better. Cloak out, teleport back with the amulet, which is absolutely fantastic. Charge just with big bones, if you guys don't know. 1 big bone and 1 law rune is 1 charge, and you can teleport straight outside of the Royal Titans, as well as the Moss Giant boss and Obor. So that's very, very nice to have that. But of course, we're getting less loot, but like I said, it doesn't bother me because I'm not using any supplies. You do basically take no damage there if you do it right. So all I'm using is attack and strength pots and I guess darts from the Atlatl, which I'm absolutely happy with. But now I'm going to go learn the Valamor prayer method, and I think, as far as I'm aware, with everything I already have over 70 banked, so it shouldn't take too long. So we're just going to use the blessed bone shards first, and after that we're going to turn the spare bones we have into bone shards. As far as I'm aware, I have an inventory of jug of wines. We bless at the altar. We don't have some fire splinters, so, and honestly I don't think it's worth my time getting them, because the best way for me right now is just to hunt sunlight, moonlight, antelopes, some type of antelope, and it's like very minuscule, the difference. So I believe we go over to here with these, and it's just a case of filling the bowl and then just spam clicking. And oh my, look at that experience. That is actually insane. This does slowly drain my prayer, but there's an altar right nearby. You can see on the minimap just at the top. But this is insane. This is the method. This is what we're going to do with all our bones and our blessed bone shards. The way it works is I go up to that altar with bones, and if I bless bones, I can then chisel them to get bone shards. The higher tier of bone, the more shards we will get. And there's a guy next to the altar that you can unnote them for coins. So I'll be doing that with my bones, getting a load of shards, then we'll do this same method here to get all the prayer experience that we need. This inventory right here is going to be 70 prayer. This was so damn fast. 70 prayer, so we can now use piety once we actually unlock it. So we need to do a King's Ransom, then we need to do the Night Wave Training Grounds minigame or mini quest, whatever it's called. And once we're done with that, we will have piety unlocked, which is of course the best melee prayer in the game, and that's going to be a massive DPS increase with everything I ever do with melee. I'm so excited to have it. This is going to be a King's Ransom complete, very quick and easy quest, and this will give us 33k defense, 5k magic, a lamp. I'm not actually sure how much experience is in this. Let's have a look. 5k herb lore, I'll take that. And now we have access to the, I don't think it's a mini quest, I'm not 100% sure, I forgot where you start it. The Knight's Wave Training Ground, which will allow us to unlock both Piety and Chivalry. Obviously, we're never going to use Chivalry because we've already got the prayer level for Piety. So I'm going to go gear up for that, and we're going to do that. I'm pretty sure I am pretty much fine just going in there with melee gear with my stats. I've got way more stats than needed for it, so I should be fine. I ended up just flinching the Nightwave Training Grounds because these guys hit a lot harder than I originally thought, and they drain your stats very fast every time they successfully hit you. Hasn't taken too long to actually flinch them. Hopefully I can just finish it off here and be done, so I can show you guys rather than taking ages. We could just actually tank this guy's point. There we go. We get the last hit, and this means we are complete. 20k in each melee combat style and 20k HP as well. And this now means we can use Piety and Chivalry. Obviously, we don't care about Chivalry, like I said, but Piety, oh, it feels good to have this. So in between doing Royal Titans, I'm going to be doing as much as I can to get the account in a good place. Things like Herb Lore, Agility, everything that we need to do. And that starts with getting Kingdom up and running. And this is going to be the completion of Throne of Miscellanea. After that, we need to do Royal Trouble, I believe it's called. And then we will start putting money into Kingdom. Of course, we don't have a lot of money, but we're going to get money from Royal Titans. And there's other ways I can get money if I really need to. This is going to help with getting construction up. It's also going to help with Herb Lore. So I am looking forward to getting this up and running. But now that we've done that, onto Royal Trouble, and then we can actually start making progress. This is Royal Trouble complete. We still need to get 100% favor before we put any money in. We're going to be doing, I think, 10. You get 15 workers, I think. I'll do 10 on herbs and 5 on teaks, and we'll use those teaks eventually for construction. We also get 5k agility, slayer, and hit points, and also an extra 20k coins. So I'm going to come back here, quickly get 100% favor, and I'll show you guys what money I'm putting in and what we're putting on. We've got our favor up to 100%. Now I believe we just come and collect. And what we're going to do, like I said, is first of all, we're going to take all of the workers out of the random stuff. We're going to do 10 in herb, and then we're going to go teak, and the last 5 can go in teak. It would help if I actually clicked on the arrow. And that's how we're going to leave it. And we are going to deposit, I guess, 1.5 mil. That's 15 mil. All right, then mine. We're putting all our money in there, and we're going to now take out 300k of it. Apparently, I can't type. And we're just going to leave ourselves a bit of money. This is going to allow us to have a decent amount from Miscellanea. We're going to come back in like a week or so's time, maybe, or whenever I need construction, I guess I'll come back and I'll take it. But now I need to work on other skills. We're going to need like 70 agility for Song of the Elves, which is a main big goal that we're going for next outside of Royal Titans. So I'm going to work on getting 70 agility. Then after that, we'll work towards things like 70 construction, herb lore. We're going to need all that stuff for Song of the Elves. In fact, I'll show you right now what we are missing for Song of the Elves, if you guys are curious. We need 70 wood cutting, smithing, herb lore, construction, and agility, and of course some quests. But I would like to get the skill stuff out of the way so we can just do the quests and go straight into it. Hey, that's
What's that?
kind of cool. It's the part of the staff. You get one from each boss. It's cool to see, I guess. So in between doing the Royal Titans, I said I was going to be working on Song of the Elves requirements, but I think I'm going to take it a little step further, and I actually would like to get the Kandarin Hard Diary done for agility, and I'm actually thinking of going to a lot higher agility than just 70. Well, I say a lot higher. 80, 85 maybe, and I might as well get the Kandarin Hard so I get more marks of grace and more experience per hour at Sears course. We need 70 fishing, and I'd like to 3-tick fish. So first of all, this won't make a difference, but I wanted to do this for a while. We're going to talk to this NPC, and we're going to turn all our angler into Spirit Angler from all the rewards that we originally got from Temperos. I believe I just do this, and it's just a case of, yeah. So this is all collection log as well, and this is our new angler set. It's very interesting looking. I'm not exactly a fan of it, but I wanted it for the collection log. Now you can turn it back for free, but we're going to keep it as the Spirit Angler because honestly, why not? But we're going to 3-tick fish, but we need to unlock Barbarian Fishing. And I don't think 67 is the most efficient level, but we only need 3 levels and we've almost got 68. So I'm going to go do Otto's training for Barbarian Fishing, and then we're going to go 3-tick fish all the way to 70. After that is a couple more skills we need to work on, but I'll do those as and when I need to. There is 70 fishing. Oh, it feels good to have that done. Now that we're done with the fishing, we're going to need 70 fletching, but I'm going to go for 65 and do a +5 boost. And the way we're going to do this is we're going to use all of our maple logs, we're going to turn them into arrow shafts, and then we're going to do broad arrows. We unlocked it earlier for broad bolts for the fire cape. We never end up using it because we've got Carol's crossbow. So we're just going to use all of our money that we have to get as many broad arrows as possible, and hopefully we have enough to get 65 fletching. If not, I can go make a bit more money and then come back later and then do it then. We got ourselves 65 fletching and 71 smithing, which is the requirements we're going to need if we boost. We're going to use a +4 guaranteed boost that we've bought from Giant's Foundry for the smithing one, and a +5 with Stew for the fletching one. But I don't have a cat because I kind of sold one, I forgot to grow one since, and it's about an hour until this one grows. So until then, I'm going to do all the rest of the tasks that I can. The hardest one is actually going to be killing a myth dragon. I'm pretty sure these are just like blue dragons, for example. I can just safe spot it and shoot it down. If not, I can anti-dragon shield with Prey Mage, and I think I'll be fine for Dragonfire because I don't have access to anti-Dragonfire potions at the moment. But the rest of it's very easy. I believe this granite body requires a bit of coins and a queen kill, but we already have that, so we're absolutely fine. From doing Giant's Foundry, we put ourselves back up to 566k, so we're fine for money right now. Here is the granite plate body, 95k coins and a queen kill. Accept. And we just got to wield this as far as I'm aware. There we go, there's that hard task done. I believe I'll use this grog. I will smith, and I'll make an adamant spear. And that is the hard task. All we've got left is the dragon, and then we've got to wait for the cat to grow. So we're going to gear up and kill a mithril dragon. I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to do this, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. And there is a myth dragon kill. Just used earth spells because they are weak to earth spells, and it was as easy as that. Dragon fire shield, Prey Mage, and just stand away from melee so I don't get slapped. But you may be wondering what's exactly going on and why am I at Mixology, if you guys know this. Well, my first cat, I forgot that you have to use the food on the curtain when you're fighting the behemoths, and it died, so I need another 3 hours. We've only got an hour left until this one grows up, so I thought I'd try mixology. I've got a few points just to see how it works so I understand. I'm going to come back a little later, not exactly soon, but I just wanted to understand the game. We're going to go for the prescription goggles before we do a lot of herb lore, but I'm going to do a farm run, and then we're actually going to go to Pura Pura whilst we're waiting for the cat to grow up, and we're going to see if we can get ourselves an Amulet of Glory, because I have the construction level. I don't even know what room it's in, so I don't know why I'm checking this, but I have the construction level to get a mounted glory. The actual glory upgrade for combat isn't huge for me right now, but to get it in the house would be so nice for getting around the world. So it turns out getting dragon implants isn't going to be as interesting as I thought. The method works where they spawn southeast and northwest, and you can kind of force spawn them by catching certain implants. For example, ninja implants are one of the implants that if you catch, there's a chance that a dragon will spawn like 2 minutes later. But this place is absolutely full of bots. It is insane. I've been here for about half an hour, and there's just a constant flow of bots logging in and out. It's honestly, it's disgusting. So I might just not bother. I know I got 83 Hunter for dragon implants, but I wasn't gonna ever necessarily force them in Pura Pura. It was just nice to be able to catch them if I see them basically in the wild, and I'm sure I'll come across plenty in my time playing, and you know, the sooner I got it the better. I haven't been lucky enough to actually see one yet, but I might stay here for another 10 minutes and then just go do my hard clue. Then the cat will be growing up so we can actually finish that diary. Wow. 3 uniques. Kind of nice. I mean, none of them are really useful, but I mean, it's cool. We just got ourselves the +5 boost. Obviously, it's just run out now, and we have completed the diary. We are very happy to have this one done. Now, the main reason I've done this, if you guys aren't actually sure as to why I really wanted to get this done, there's a couple of things that come from it. The first and most important thing is we're going to get 5% more marks of grace from this diary compared to the last one. But we're also going to be able to teleport straight outside of Sears Village now, or Sears Bank, which makes the training there for agility a lot faster. There's also a couple of nice things that come from this. 10% more rewards from Barbarian Assault, which is always nice. And we can also now have a 10% increased chance of all enchanted bolts proccing, which is absolutely huge for later on when we do things like Dragon Slayer. Outside of that, we also get the lamp, which is 15k, put that into herb lore. And I suppose we also get 1 free teleport each day to Sherlock. And that puts us at 62 herb lore. Just doing some agility, and I just remembered when I was doing the broad arrows for fletching, when we wanted to get 65 fletching, I accidentally got a task from Neve. And quite conveniently, it was a fire giant task, which actually works at the Royal Titans for Branda. So at the moment, I'm doing all the damage you guys have seen to the Ice Giant or the Ice King. Basically, as I walk in now, I'll just throw a dart at Branda until I hit her, and then I'll change and do all the damage to the Ice one. That way I'm getting Slayer experience every kill, and it's just free passive experience, so I really can't complain with it. Well, that's 15, I guess.
Is that it?
Yeah. Good luck juggling your loot. As you guys saw from the last clip, we was working on the combat tasks for the Royal Titans, and we actually managed to greenlog them. I didn't show too many of them. There's not many interesting things, to be honest, with the Royal Titans. The hardest one, well, not hard, but the one we had to do that you saw, is 15 kills without leaving the instance. So we just had to prayer flick a lot and just make sure that we had, you know, enough prayer to do it. Considering the kills are a bit longer because I don't do much DPS. Well, I do DPS, but I don't do as much as the person I'm playing with. Outside of that, we just done a couple that were like, you had to not kill any elementals and let the Titans kill a load of elementals. A lot of it was just done passively. This one, not losing any prayer, literally just one ticked the whole thing. But now we have 70 marks of grace, 90, sorry. We're sitting at 68 agility. This means we can get our recolor, and to stick with the theme of the channel, we are going to be making this green. Now, I'm not actually sure how you do this. I don't know if you have to use it on him. Let's talk to the guy. It will cost 15 marks of grace. That seems reasonable. Oh, okay. So I guess I maybe have to do a quest to unlock it. I guess I'll go do that. We will come back. We had to complete Depths of Despair to be able to get the green recolor.
And this right here is the quest. This is also nice because this is one quest closer to being able to unlock thralls eventually. Not that we're going to be doing it anytime soon, but it's just one more quest we don't have to do. There it is, the full green graceful on the account. Like I said, we might as well go with a channel theme of green. We're also going to be doing this later on when we get the full crystal armor and the bofa. Because honestly, why not? I've never had the green one before. It's actually a nice tint of green. When I get the farming cape, this will look nice. Oh, that kind of sucks. We got ourselves the Deadeye prayer scroll, which is very nice to have. We've now completed the Ice Giant in Royal Titans, so we're going to go on to looting the Fire Giant now. We got ourselves an elite clue from the Royal Titans. The one that we've got drops on the floor, we got 2 steps in and we couldn't do. So we continued this one. And we're up to 3 steps. This is the 4th step. And I need the Pharaoh track, which means I need to complete Beneath Cursed Sands, which also requires contact. So I'm going to do those 2 quests to end off this episode. With let me show you the Royal Titans KC real quick. We are currently sitting at Royal Titans. We're sitting at 219. It was dead on 200 that I got the Deadeye Prayer, but it's a little less interesting from now on. So there's not going to be as many clips because we've only got the Mystic Vigor Prayer Scroll and the Fire Element Staff Crown to get. Obviously the pet, if I get that, I'll show that. But outside of that, I'm not really going to show anything Royal Titans from now. It might be all over the place this episode, but that's because I can only do Royal Titans. Well, because I'm only doing it duo, I can only do it with my partners on. But right now, we're going to go do Contact, and then we're going to do Beneath Cursed Sands, which will unlock TOA for, you know, content eventually. Not anytime soon as far as I'm aware. But let's get these 2 quests done. This is going to be Contact complete. Now we just need to do Beneath Cursed Sands. It's a bit more of a longer quest. But this, we also do get a combat lamp, which we're going to put in range because we're not going to be getting any ranged experience for a while. I'd have to go out my way to get ranged experience. So we're kind of sitting at a low range level for starting Corrupted Gauntlet, but I'm sure it'll be fine. If I need magic, I can go Mage Training Arena because I'm going to have to do it eventually, so it's not like I'm wasting my time. Whereas range, I'll actually have to go out my way to do it. This is the quest complete. Boss fight was fairly easy. In fact, all the boss fights throughout the whole quest were fairly easy. We're also going to get 50k agility experience for turning this quest in, which I suppose helps us in our agility grind. Obviously, we miss out on 50k experience worth of Marks of Grace, but I mean, it doesn't really matter in the long run. The quicker I get to 80, I guess the better. The marks I get on the way. It doesn't matter if I miss out on a few. Obviously, we've got this cutscene right now. I didn't actually think there was going to be a cutscene. But I guess we'll sit here and watch it. But obviously, we're going to try to do the clue and hopefully end the episode off with our first elite clue on the account. There's a chance we can't even do it, but we're going to try our best. Even if we can't do this clue, we have this step unlocked for future, and we have TOA unlocked for whenever we want. But there it is, 50k agility experience. We get the Charis Partisan, and we also get the Circlet of Water. If you guys don't know, basically, I believe you can just use water runes to charge this, and it acts as a water skin, and it's a wearable circlet on the head. So it's kind of nice. We also get the Partisan, which we'll use in TOA, and I also believe it's very good for any cow fight tasks, cow fight queen and stuff like that. I don't know if I'll have a better weapon by the time I'm doing that. I assume I will, but if not, we have this as an option. It turns out that was actually the last step for the first elite clue on the account. This is actually kind of exciting. There's a lot of items that I can still get from clues that will be so beneficial. God D'hide, God Pages, I can't think of anything else off the top of my head, but there's definitely stuff that's useful. Obviously, clue items, they're always fantastic for more clue rewards. But let's see what it is, I guess. Chance. Yeah, I mean, we always want a chance for Mimic. Do I have to go there? No, I don't. And our first master and a dragon necklace. You know what? This is nice to have, but we're not going to be able to recreate any. I'm pretty sure you can charge skills necklace. I can't remember if they crumble or not. I don't know why I don't remember that. But, I mean, the clue is not fantastic. We did get a master clue. Can we do the first step? No, we can't. So, and well, we can if we do a quest, but realistically, I'm not going to bother doing a master clue just yet. Actually, I'll keep it in the bank. And every time I do an elite clue, I'll just remember to drop this master in case I get a duplicate master. But that's where we're going to end today's episode. Honestly, I feel like I've done a lot of progress in this one. We got Deadeye. We got Piety. No, yeah, we did get Piety. Of course, we got Piety. We got Piety for Royal Titans. I kind of forgot what happened. It's all just like happened and merged together. But next episode, we're going to work on getting, first of all, 80 agility. I'm pretty sure I'm still going to go all the way to 80. I might change my mind about 75. I don't know, because I'd like to get to the Song of the Elves ASAP so we can start Corrupted Gauntlet. So that's the plan. We're going to get agility experience, and we're going to get the herb requirement and the construction requirement and everything we need. And then we're going to do Song of the Elves, and we can officially start Corrupted Gauntlet. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, drop a comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.